All right, so we are live. Well, guys, I told you so, man. I just told you guys many times that sometimes you don't have to be going from one crypto to another crypto. You just have to stay invested in a couple to maybe a handful of cryptocurrencies, and you'll do just as well as anyone who is bot trading, anyone who is, flipping in a few days to a few weeks. I don't know, man. I just feel that people just lack the patience. And of course, all the signal groups out there have to justify their existence, right? Especially when they are still trying to figure out, and people love to comment this very usual comment. How many signals are you gonna give me today, Ryan? How many signals are you gonna give in your group? Well, before we go into that, right? If you do decide to join my group, right? We don't give signals every day. In fact, we give very little signals. We're the ones that give the least signals, if you want to put it, if you even want to call it a signal. But I will call our recommendations rather than signals, because we give an actual breakdown of why we're even in that particular trade. Okay, why we fundamentally like it, and at the same time, the time frame is more or less on a long-term basis. We're looking at anywhere from 3 months and above. And I'm going to prove that to you right now, once and for all, so that you realize, okay, that maybe you're just very new to all this, right? And you want to make money fast. I know the youngsters just love making money fast. In fact, it's not just the youngsters. In fact, it's everybody wants to make money fast, especially now that they realize, oh shit, I missed the $3,000 mark. Oh shit, I missed the $5,000 mark. So they are now I see people like rummaging through the internet forums, like, oh no, which group should we join now? Which signal group? What bot should I use? Which one can help me automate my trades? Put the stop losses in. Man, as much as I would like to agree that technology helps out in our day-to-day experience in investing and trade. In fact, no, just trading. It applies to just traders. I think I don't have to do much. And I'm just going to show you. Because back in February, I made a video on Huobi Pool token. Just one video, just to see what would be the receptiveness. Obviously, everyone was still very distracted, still looking, treading on Twitter, listening to everybody else. But had you just listened to that video, and you kind of understood what I was about to say, or at least sat through the whole video, you would already, okay, and then this was on the 24th, okay, this was on the 24th of February, just to be exact. So even if you were, a little bit unconvinced, you had a few days to think about it, your upside, before they decided to suspend, because they are suspending the trading right now because they are moving towards Huobi main. So on 3rd of June, it'll go live again. But apart from Binance, this was the other token that also smashed its all-time high. And what do you need to do? All you needed to do was just do a little bit of research on why the heck Huobi Pool token was around, right? And how much was it? 0.003 cents. Imagine, even if you put $1,000 in there, you would already have made, right, $2,480 on top of your $1,000. And all you had to do was just do one trade, or at least one investment. I wouldn't even call it a trade. All I did was just bring the information to you, and all you had to do was just make a little bit of a well-informed decision and just put your money there. One trade, no in, no out, just in And if you decided to take profit along the way, a little bit worried, oh, we're hitting a resistance level, and you decided to cash out and then, re-enter back in, that's fine as well. But the whole idea here that I'm trying to get at is that if you only think about short-term flips, you're sincerely not going to make a lot of money. I just be very honest with you. Because if you look across the charts, okay, I'm now gonna show you people why thinking long term makes sense. So I don't do a lot of trades. In fact, I usually just invest and I do nothing. Okay, I do nothing because I know for a fact that when the markets move, when BTC specifically moves, okay, it's gonna flow over. Eventually, the market, the whole overall fund flow will flow over to the altcoin space. It's just a given. Okay? So this is just one very, very good example. Just do nothing. And if you looked at it from a month-to-month scenario, sure, could there be a correction happening, in June or whatever? Give it some time. The whole idea was for you to get in early so that you can enjoy that upside. Okay, so right now, what's the next one then? What's the next one? Because this is already all-time high. High can go higher. Because at this point of time, everyone is just re-establishing themselves. Huobi has been around for the longest time. Okay, so you missed out on that. Maybe let me just show you Huobi directly instead. And this token was not like I discovered it like yesterday, man. I've been talking about Huobi ever since like 2018, the moment they were out, So we accumulated, right? We bought in, we sold, we reaccumulated around this area, right? Obviously we didn't pick anything around here. We reaccumulated around this area. So around $2 all the way here. And all you had to do was accumulate for 4 months, guys. Not 4 years. All you had to do was have your mind set right for the next 4 months that you were going to dedicate your monthly or weekly salary for the next 4 months. And all you had to do was just accumulate. All you had to do was that. And now that the run up, okay, you've already broken even from your $2 positions. Clearly, whatever below $2, you have already broken even and it very much be in the money. Now, I'm going to just repeat myself one more time. Huobi is going to break its all-time high. I don't know how long. I'm not going to give you a time frame, okay? Because they are just making all the right moves now. They're making themselves more prominent at this moment. So this is something very, very straightforward, very easy. When you have a company that is revenue generating, and the brand is just there. You don't question whether Huobi is gonna make it as an exchange. You don't even question that anymore. It's just more of how are they gonna ramp up their activities? How are they gonna make themselves well known in social media at least, right? And how are they gonna be able to attract more institutional players, more retail traders, punters, investors? So they've already launched their full suite of derivative products. Okay, so margin trading is already available, and of course I did a video on the what I feel about margin. It applies to every single exchange. Okay, but at the end of the day, there are people who will want to use leverage, and it's only good for business. Although I don't use it, doesn't mean that 90% of the world won't want to use it, because it's still a product. It helps them to put in less and they are able to work with more. Okay, so it's a double-edged sword, take note. Okay, but anyway, I'm not going to go into that. I already did a video of the problems of margin or what I feel about it, but I'm now talking about an investment. As an investor, I'm happy. The more people that use margin, the more revenue the exchange will make. The more revenue that the exchange will make, the better the token buybacks, because they use and dedicate 20% of their margins, right, to buy back tokens from the market. Not only that, the group revenue, when group revenue is strong, 20% of the group's revenue will be used to buy back tokens. You see, they have something to buy back the tokens with, as opposed to a lot of projects who have not even made a single sale on their products are buying back tokens from the market, or they're so-called staking and giving you back more of their worthless tokens that don't mean shit other than a speculative value. This is the part where a lot of people do not understand, because when the markets start getting crazy again, they're just gonna not bother about what makes sense, because everyone will have their own opinions, right? Like they say, hey man, a token is not a share. A share price usually will be linked to its income, its overall assets of the company, so on and so forth. In crypto, none of that really matters, which is also in a way true, because you can't substantiate why a token is valued at this price sometimes. It doesn't matter, because at this point of time, if you want to at least have a few variables, statistical variables, then at least, right, the companies that are willing to put out these statistics are the ones that you want to stick to. It's just that simple, man. You don't have to go all around the freaking world, right? So this is the part where a lot of people don't understand as well. They still want to invest in 10 tokens, 20, 30 over tokens, because I don't know which one will do well. I don't know, Ryan. I'm just too lazy to make... I'm just too lazy to understand all that you're saying. I don't have the time. Okay. So if you don't have the time, why won't you just pick a few rather than, do the roulette style? And most people lose at roulette, but when they hit that one number, I completely get it. They make back 36 times on that bet. But if you bet on, if you bet, say, I don't play roulette, right? But if you bet on, say, 10 numbers, and of course you're going to do this on a few rounds, right? You bet on 10 numbers each time. But say you hit one of those out of those 10 numbers every 5 times, okay? I think you still don't even make money. Maybe perhaps you just broke even. Well, maybe you do. Okay, so maybe you broke even. Maybe you started to profit. But you have to bear in mind that every 5 times you gotta hit one of those numbers. So you're gonna be forking out $1,000, okay? You're gonna be forking out, let's say $1,000 to bet, let's say $100 for 10 numbers, right? And you hit one number. So every time you hit one number, you're gonna get back 36 times, right? So that's 3,600. So if you do that for 5 times, and every time you hit it only once, you don't make money, right? Because it's $5,000 outlay, but when you hit it once, you get 3,600. So you're still out of pocket 1,400, okay? But when you are investing, right? When you're investing, especially in this space, and you've already identified the players, all you have to do is just bet on the same number, man. All you have to do is just bet on the same number. You don't have to bet on every single damn thing. Like, oh shit, this new token is coming out. This new theory and solution is coming out. Why do you even bother? Seriously, why do you even bother? It's like at this point of time, right? If you don't even know how to identify which one you need to put your money in, you need to walk away. Or you need to start doing some serious research, at least, to give yourself a chance to learn. You see, it's 2019, guys. 2020 is the Bitcoin halving. And until now, if you're still clueless about what works and what doesn't work, right, you're really quite far behind. I honestly say that you don't deserve any life-changing wealth. You don't deserve it, because you had the whole bear market to learn. You had the whole bear market, and the bear market was clearly from let me see. Okay. So this was from January of 2018, right? And obviously you saw the whole January, so practically until 2019, you had so many months to really learn the space. I was putting out content regardless of the bear market. I didn't leave. I was continuously in the bear market. What were you doing? Right? Some of you left. Some of you thought like, wow, how do I make sense of this whole space? Okay? And right now you're probably asking, Ryan, why don't we get to the chase and give me some tokens? No, I won't. I don't have to. Because why do that? Because at the end of the day, right, you don't learn anything from me telling you which tokens to buy. Those are plebs. Because if you don't even know how to make a decision by now, right, the whole idea is for you to start learning. So if you want to start learning, how do you learn? Where do you learn? Well, I have a community. I have a community for you. And if you want to take the step into actually putting money into the market, the Protégé Pro group is the place for you. Because if you're still watching YouTube and you're still doing nothing about it, right? You're just watching free YouTube. You're still wanting only the free content, right? And you don't want to take that next step. I can guarantee you there's not much life-changing income you're gonna make because you're not taking that step forward. So what I'm gonna be doing is very simple. There's already the free online courses that are available, and of course all the links are in the description below. At the same time, if you are still struggling with money, right, and you cannot even afford the monthly subscription, you're just that down and out, you're still you want to put a few $1,000s in the market, but you're not willing to pay for education, which is always the weirdest thing. But anyway, you can always just join the free community group. Occasionally, I do come in and put in my insights. But if you want the full love and connection where you can really ask me wholehearted questions, right? That's in the Protégé Pro. That's only in the Protégé Pro. You will only get my love, my full attention and love in the Protégé Pro. And that's $80 a month. So that you can support the channel, so that you can really be well informed. Because at the end of the day, we're not here to just do technical analysis. We're here to make the right decision so that you can make life-changing income. And to make life-changing income, it's not just about looking at charts all day long, right? I didn't look at charts all day long. I just knew exactly which one I had to put my money in hard and early enough. And I just waited. You see, I didn't know exactly, of course, when the market would recover, but I just knew that it was down long enough, and with the experience that I've had through the many years, or at least the past 3 years of investing in this space, it's just common sense of what needs to be done. And if you are someone who don't have that knowledge or you don't have that information, it is time to step up. It's really time to step up, guys. If you're throwing in a few $1,000s and you're just being stingy for some reason. You just don't want to pay the $80, the $100. I'm just a bit shocked. I'm just a bit confused. And it's fine. It's fine as well because we're gonna make money with or without you. That's for sure. We've already lined up what we need to go in heavy on, right? And we're gonna be very transparent about it. We're gonna even substantiate, especially for those who want to know more. Right? We always substantiate. That's the thing about us. We always substantiate why we're buying something, right? And we are also able to determine when to get out. That is very, very important because any entry should have an exit, but we exit favorably. We don't exit just because it hits a fucking resistance level, because we clearly know that it will surpass. So the whole idea is for you to understand all these things, understand the mechanisms behind it, right? And at the moment, whatever you think that was back in 2017, you still can invest in now, you're completely wrong. It's not the same market. It's really not the same market. If you think that it's the same market, see, that's another thing. You have to identify the market trends, the sentiment behind it. It's very important. These are things that sometimes someone who is extremely new, they want to get ahead. That is what the group is for, right? So anyway, short-term flippers, continue to flip. Like I said, obviously you're going to make anything in between, but overall, the ones that are doing longer-term trades are going to outperform you guys. Just take the roulette example. There's no way that you're going to always make the right calls. There's going to be certain portions where you're going to just get stuck. You're going to have your capital stuck in there and you can't do shit while everything else is moving. All you have to do is just pick a few, guys. I've always mentioned less than 5 tokens in your portfolio is more than sufficient. You don't even have to look at whatever that's happening around you. Don't get distracted. If it's one piece of advice that I can give, right? Don't get distracted. Whatever your favorite Twitter crypto trader or whatever is saying, right? May I ask you a question? How the heck do you even know whether they're putting in a lot of money? Maybe they're just putting a few $100. And most are. I guarantee you most are putting in a few $100 to $1,000. But if you really want to learn from real investors who put in 5-6 figures into the market, Crypto Grinders is the right group for you, because that's what we do. We've been doing it ever since the channel started. We are not like traders who don't show you. We are not investors who don't show you that we put in the money. We put in the money. We put in the money. We put our own money into the market. That's why we have the balls to say what we have to say. We know exactly which cryptocurrencies can even handle $1,000. We even know cryptocurrencies that can handle $10,000 to $20,000, $30,000. We even know cryptocurrencies that can handle 100,000 and above. You need to identify all these things. You see, if you don't even know how to identify all these things, you need to have the right community, guys. All right. So anyway, that's all I have for the stream today. You know, a little bit of shilling, a little bit of selling, a little bit of market updates. But at the end of the day, I just want to put my point across. Right. Thank you for watching, guys.